This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
92.1 City. We are Winnipeg's rock station. You got Philly, Joe, and Vicky on a Wednesday morning, 6:13. Thanks for joining us.
Don't forget, big contest going on. Rock and Thunder tickets. When you hear a Motley Crue or 3 Days Grace song, you make sure you text the word Thunder and your full name to 762-555. You automatically go into the randomizer. So tickets getting spit out daily with that contest.
And good for you, Joe, for throwing the sheet on your tomatoes last night. The frost warning, you're telling us all about it this morning.
I could barely sleep last night with that frost warning notification that came up. I ran out there with my cape, and I used my cape to cover the tomato plants.
See, another use for a cape.
You know what? It's funny. My dad still has a garden, and I was talking to him a couple of weeks ago because you were asking for cherry tomatoes. Mm-hmm. Not asking for plants, but I said my dad might have some for you, and he was happy. And then we had our winner. Holly brought you in with her husband.
They're in my bathroom right now, the only good spot where it can get some sun, and they're thriving.
So about a week ago, my wife says, hey, make sure you take these pots back to your dad's place because he's going to use them for the tomato plants. So I put them in there. I said, Pops, how you doing? I said, maybe I'll drop in with the plants. He goes, with the pots? This early? Like meathead, what are you talking about? Look at the temperatures. So for about 5 days, I've still got this box with the pots sitting in the back of my vehicle waiting for the call.
He just refuses to accept them.
So if I was going to plant my own tomato plants this weekend, I'd be the embarrassment of the whole family. This frost warning.
Doesn't matter how old you are.
No.
Your father will still let you know that what you're suggesting is stupid.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to tell you you're stupid anymore. That was when you were young. Now it's just tone of voice.
Yep.
And you know, like, oh my God,
it's a great way to stay humble.
Yeah.
Talk to Rock and Ralph every couple of days.
But gotta say, looking at the forecast, and you guys were chatting about this off air. As of about Sunday, I see on the Weather Network 24 for a high. And then into next week, 26 Monday, 31 on Tuesday.
And I'm even seeing different numbers on Environment Canada, 32 on Monday and 35 on Tuesday. So it kind of depends where you're looking, but whoa.
Which would you prefer? Hey, which app would you prefer to see right now?
35's too much. That's too much. It's too hot.
35 in May won't be 35 in July, so I'll be happy with that.
That's a great point.
Yeah, we'll see, but hey, you know what? I mean, a lot of people have been waiting. It really starts this weekend with 21 for a high on Saturday. And then,
other than a little blip tomorrow, it looks like a lot of sunshine too, which, man, do we need that.
Did you say you get that your bathroom is a sunny spot in the house? Did you when you were talking about tomatoes?
I've got a really bad house directionally for indoor plants, so I have them in the bathroom sitting on the toilet right now in the downstairs bathroom.
That's nice to have sun belting through a window in a bathroom.
Mm-hmm. I guess so.
I like that. Like,
really?
We get sun because it's almost like you're showering outside, Vicky. You open up the blinds. You can't. It's for us. It's a second-story bathroom, so you can't unless someone's scoping me out with binoculars, which nobody is doing. You can't see into our bathroom, but the sun is belting through.
That's nice.
And I feel like an Irish Spring commercial. Like I'm showering outside.
I was going to say with the plants there, Vicky. Maybe Irish Spring is in the
that is the soap that I use.
Showering in the rainforest there.
It's funny you mention it though, because we have a little window in the upstairs bathroom, and sometimes in the springtime when it's a little like there's a bit of a chill in the air or whatever, but it's still warm, I'll open the window and you'll get like an outdoor breeze coming in while you shower, and it feels like a luxury experience.
I can't wait for the tour for the non-viewing Vicky Sales.
This is the sunny bathroom.
Yeah, but that's got to be part of the package. I mean, if we're not watching hockey, we got to find something to do in between Lithgow movies.
Yeah, everyone take your turn.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center. Got something to say?
Okay, I'll say it.
Well, you should probably call the Bone phone and let her rip.
It actually feels nice to finally say it out loud.
780-BONE.
Are you serious? It's still snowing, and there's goslings on Higgins already blocking traffic. There's two geese and their little group of goslings on the middle of the road just doing their thing. And it's like blowing this sleet stuff. and it's like 26 in Toronto today. What's going on?
Hey, it's coming. We just chatted
Yeah.
about as of about Sunday into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If it holds,
Yep.
it looks like hot weather starting next week.
You know, it's funny about geese, too. Like, they just find the most weirdest spots sometimes, not to just lay their eggs, but just to hang.
Yeah.
It's like around the parking lot here at work. Like, there was one sitting right in the middle of the roadway, like separating which direction you were going in. It was like, and they don't move.
No.
No,
It's
they're
like-
stubborn little suckers.
It's like in the middle of the
Little.
street.
There,
Yeah.
Daddy's big. The other day, I don't know if you guys noticed, yesterday I was parked in a different spot
Yeah.
than my usual spot. That's because I rolled in and the couple, there was
Another couple, yeah.
it was in my spot, like
Yeah.
right where I would normally park. And I stood there and sort of stared them down, and I could tell they, as Joe said, they're not moving.
No.
Yeah.
So I had
No.
to take another parking spot. I was so pissed off. What a start to a Tuesday.
And then they moved, just
Yeah.
to spite you.
Yeah.
Then they moved.
Those jerks.
This one here, I assume who's the complaint? It's a city. I think he's talking city of Winnipeg here. Just general planning on the perimeter.
Dumpster fire that is our city of Winnipeg. Pull off of Route 90, heading northbound onto the north perimeter. Now I'm heading east on the north perimeter. As soon as I make that right turn off of Route 90 onto that north perimeter, 400 feet, 500 feet, I don't even know. Nothing but taillights. And that's all due to the shitty pipeline set of lights. So just so you guys are aware, between pipeline and Route 90 is 4 miles. That means as soon as you're turning from Route 90 onto the perimeter, you're seeing taillights that are already backed up. 4 miles.
Yeah, I don't think anybody could argue that is good planning. I think the city would say it is what it is. We hope to fix it someday. But when you are on the perimeter, there should not be lights.
No.
Lights.
Well,
like
what
that
happens?
close.
They build infrastructure, so West St. Paul, and what do? They build you one lane on pipeline to get in and out, and for people to turn into, and it's only 2 lanes. They don't expand the left turning lane there, right? We've talked about this forever. And why isn't there a clover leaf or something there? Because it costs money. Well, where's this money coming from when they build new homes and apartments and everything else?
Yeah.
Come on, let's get the clover leaf.
It's the city growing faster than the infrastructure.
For sure.
Yeah, they're not building streets.
Right. Okay, Dennis the Menace wants to talk about Abinogi. There's construction bringing Vicky knows this
Oh,
area
boy.
well.
Good morning, Philly Joe and Vicky Shea Lafleur. Would love it if you guys could maybe throw this out there for the city of Winnipeg, who put down reduced speed signs westbound Abinogi, going under the Pembina underpass, dropped it to 60, except nobody put the signs up to put the speed back up to 80. So everybody's going 55 until they get to
It's like your lawyer,
past
Vicky.
the turnoff for that new whatever subdivision there it is before Waverly. Come on, if you're going to put signs up to slow the speed down, at least put the sign up that says your construction zone has ended. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Let's go, Bombers!
There must
And let's go, Habs! Yeah!
Abs, of course.
Woo,
Must be
yeah.
a Facebook page you and Dennis the Menace could start.
Well, what is with the signage issues on Abinogi? Why can't they figure that out?
I have no idea, but
Someone's dropping the ball.
did you bring that up in court?
I
You
wish
had
I
your
had
chance. You had your
Yeah.
chance.
known. I know.
You had your date in court.
Yeah.
I love the way he says Lafleur, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it was very good.
I'm going to
Put some
isolate
flourish
that.
on it.
And
Lafleur.
whenever we bring it up, Vicky Shea Lafleur, we're going to use that.
Can
little-
any of you roll your R's? I can't. Okay,
That's
a
about
little
as
bit,
good
yeah.
as I can.
I went to French immersion, but I don't think I can.
I can't either.
I won't even try. Joe, that was very well done, though.
Okay, thank you.
Speaking of hockey, the Vegas Golden Knights, we had a couple nights off and I'm acting. We're finally back to hockey tonight. Golden Knights and Colorado Avalanche tonight, and this dude seems pretty happy for Mitch Marner.
Ho, 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 look at Mitch Marner lighting it up over in Vegas. You Toronto fans suck. That's what happens when you have Austin Matthews Big ass crybaby. I can't play with Mitch Marner. I can't play with Mitch Marner. Yeah, now look. Now he's tearing it up. Suck my toes, Toronto fans.
Suck my toes. Look, I don't know the ins and outs of that whole Leaf situation. I don't believe it was Marner leaving because Matthews said he couldn't play with Marner. I think Marner was just looking for a less stressful environment because he's from the Toronto area. And
big money.
Yeah, and big money. True. But he needed a change of scenery.
Yeah, it's worked out well for him. That's been a good fit.
He's having a...
We'll see how it goes in this series against Colorado. I'm looking forward to tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
then the non-viewing party for the Habs and Carolina series.
Speaking of which, people are buzzing about this non-viewing party that Vicky Shea Lafleur is hosting for the Habs and Hurricanes.
So the no viewing party. Oh, you know what I think it should be? Oh, yeah, you know what I'm going to say, right? It should be an air fryer party. Bring over a whole bunch of air fryers, have some fried food. Maybe it could be like a game night along with the air fryer party.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget Lithgow TV.
It's endless what you can do at an air fryer party. So, anyways, that's my 2 cents. Air fryer, no viewing party.
You know what? This might be surprising, but I'm all for it. If everybody brings their air fryers and a food to cook up in it, and that's what it's like, a air fryer potluck, kind of like what we were talking about with somebody brought it up on a call, but it turned out to not really be what we thought it would. But I think it's a valid idea. So
we're expanding the idea.
Yeah. Bring your air fryer and bring a dish of some kind that you can cook in it.
Okay.
What are you doing in the backyard? Well, there's no outlets left inside the house. I'm out here air frying.
We're going to have to spread them out. We're going to have to put it in that bathroom with the window, actually.
Do you have to bring your own John Lithgow TV show or movie, or do you have all that streaming?
I'll supply it.
You'll supply that?
Yeah.
Can we borrow your Harry and the Henderson DVD, Phil?
No way!
The Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
As always, after we're done the bone phone, we have some text messages from the Boston Pizza text line to go through. That's kind of the way it works. The rhythm of PJV here on 92.1 City. Bone phone, bunch of calls answering some questions and concerns. People with some blowback to what they heard on the bone phone. And did you say, Joe, that someone who actually puts up signs has texted us?
Not signs, Phil. Yes, they do. Put up the signs that was in question here on Abinogi Mikana. The signs are up on Abinogi. Construction ends and 80 kilometers. I put them up personally. The man they call Squeeg.
And we got confirmation from T. Kona on that. I guess he saw a sign there too. So
said construction ends. So
yeah.
Way to go, Squeeg.
Squeeg. I love it. I love when we get brand new, because if you give us your name or what you want to be known as, we punch it in on our text line.
Yeah.
Squeeg is a good one.
You're on the text line wall of fame. Your name goes in.
That's right.
And let me go on record and say right now, it's the only Squeeg. But Vicky put TJ, a.k.a. Squeeg, because TJ is his real name.
That's what he says. So I don't know. Some people like the AKA.
You know what? It's very good because
and TJ is a great name too.
We have about 4 chefs in the mix.
Multiple butchers.
Yeah, couple
of butchers.
It's almost like we were in English times in the 20s and the 30s, and the butchers were killing
a lot of butchers.
People, you know what I'm saying?
No candlestick makers on the show.
No,
I'm still looking for that one.
That would be good.
Yeah.
At least Squeeg didn't want to be known as Big Squeeg because we got our look. I'm not saying we can't get more bigs in there, but there's a lot of bigs.
Yeah, true.
Nice to mix it up a bit.
Big N. He was posting about missing most of the show yesterday because of the Seeker app. Hopefully that's working for him up in Oker River. I like to call him the Joker from Oker. Big N.
He's the only one with double handles or what?
Yeah.
That's right.
Big N and the Joker from Oker.
He gave himself the Big N name. I didn't. I just knew him as Big N.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast. Scrollin'. Here's what's trending with Philly Joe and Vicky.
All right, a few things off the top. It was just announced that Nashville, Tennessee will be hosting the Super Bowl in 2030. South Park announced their new season will come out September 16th. And Chris Martin and Gwyneth Paltrow's daughter, Apple. Remember when she was born? That was such a big thing. They named her Apple.
Yeah.
She's going to be making her acting debut in a Nancy Meyers movie starring Tony Hale and Beverly D'Angelo.
Tony Hale from Veep fame.
Yeah, Arrested Development.
Ever D'Angelo from
Yeah.
Al Pacino Relationship and Vacation fame?
Yeah, all the National Lampoon movies.
Hold on now. Sorry, but you went with Nashville and the Super Bowl, and what year?
2030.
Okay, yeah, they're that far ahead. I just read something about the NFL draft. They're looking at Minnesota in the next couple years, which a lot of NFL fans from here would probably maybe take a trip down, depending on their team there. But that's interesting. Nashville's become such a big party spot. That'd be one hell of a place if you were going to
it's gonna be good.
go for a Super Bowl.
Huge.
That'd be a good Super Bowl.
And halftime show 100% going to be a country artist. I
Really?
mean,
No.
Well,
there's
either
no
way,
getting around that one.
Either way, there's no 100% raw. This is the act for halftime, so it really
No
wouldn't
kidding.
matter.
Yeah, you can't please everyone.
I could see it being a country music montage of legends.
Yes.
At a Nashville Super Bowl.
I wouldn't mind that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. There's a Billy Joel biopic in the works, and Billy Joel is pissed about it. It's called Billy and Me, about the origin story of him before he got famous, told through the eyes of his first manager, Erwin Mazer, who discovered him back in 66, got him a deal with Columbia Records in 72. So they got the life rights for Mazer and for Billy's longtime drummer and friend, John Small. But Billy Joel himself has nothing to do with it. He's condemned the project. He's not letting them use any of his music, which is kind of a big thing for a biopic about a musician. He calls it legally and professionally misguided. Here's the other kicker. Part of the movie being filmed right here in Winnipeg this fall.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. And Billy's quite the cranky character. In
Sure
most
he is.
cases, he's been married a few times as well. So
that would be bothersome, though.
No music?
If they're
Of
making a
course.
movie about you that
Yes.
you don't support and you don't like, imagine it's uncomfortable when people talk about you and get stories wrong or that you don't agree with.
Yeah.
They're gonna make a movie about you that you don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
totally.
That would be.
But what is
hard.
the point if you don't have the music to go with it? What are they
Agreed.
going to
Yeah.
do?
Agreed.
it'll be, I don't know. I don't even know what content you could use. Okay, early on in his career, but
Yeah.
who
Who cares, right?
Before he wrote Piano Man,
Basically,
you know what
yeah.
I mean?
It must paint him in a light he doesn't like. You would
Yeah,
think.
right.
Or he didn't want a biopic to be made in the first place, and they're just going along with it. But
Good call.
At least
Yeah.
it'll be good for our economy.
Yes.
Making a movie here, sure. That's it, Vicky.
Yeah.
That's Grohl.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
You know, they say no idea is a bad idea. So with Vicky Shea LaFleur's viewing, non-viewing party. Is that the name, Joe? Because you're better at names, branding than I am.
It came to me before I went to bed on Sunday night that this has to happen. The Vicky Shea LaFleur non-viewing Habs party. Because
So-
it's not for any game. This
Yeah.
is about the Habs playoff series, which starts tomorrow night. Vicky came up with their own TV show or movie theme. I had nothing to do with that. I just came up with the concept. I'm helping her out with Ticketmaster to see if we can get wristbands located, what charity, and how much you want to charge. But I don't know, capacity.
John Lithgow programming will be running.
That kind of threw me for a loop, actually.
Well-
I was thinking you were going to go.
I've got 5 seasons of Third Rock from the Sun in a box set, burning a hole in my pocket here, and I've got to put them
perfect.
to use.
I
Why
told
wouldn't
you
you?
that's a
Old
lot
DVD
of
player.
binging of one TV show.
Well, we can have it on in the background as we socialize
Mingle.
and mingle.
Okay, what's capacity of your
Oh gosh,
abode?
can't be much. If 2 people are willing to stand on the treadmill in the basement.
Oh yeah, that's where I want to
yeah.
be.
I'm just trying to kind of configure
Save
here.
me that spot.
Yeah, I can maybe fit about 50 people.
50?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Then you
when
better do wristbands.
when
That's
you-
going to sell out fast.
yeah, seriously though, because when you have your family over,
Yeah.
that's like 5 people. Let's say how does that feel? Like you're saying 50, that's 10 times
It's
that.
good. Well, 50 is going to make it cramped. We're going to have some in the living room, some in the basement.
Yeah. So
How
you
many
gotta-
TVs in the
yeah.
house? Are they everywhere? Like at a bar, they're everywhere.
Yeah, there's a TV in the living room and a TV in the basement, so we'll have that covered.
If you're outside, you're out of luck, but it is a non-viewing party.
Actually,
so
you know what? If the weather's nice, we got the whole backyard, so we could up capacity.
You can move a TV
weather
outside.
permitting. Yeah.
So weather permitting, maybe up to 75.
You know
Yeah,
what? You know
yeah.
what the best part of the Vicky Shea LaFleur non-viewing
Mm-hmm.
Habs party? The only person that isn't coming is Phil because
Yeah.
he's a Habs fan
He's gotta
too,
watch it,
and he's
yeah.
got to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way. I couldn't be anywhere near that party. No.
Well, we're covering the bases on
which
on
makes
both
me
sides.
sad because it sounds fun, Vicky. No, I had someone.
Everyone's bringing their air fryers.
I guess I have to go because I created the idea originally.
You're MC.
But the okay, well,
You're
I'll
taking
help you
tickets
out.
at the door.
I'll do whatever you need me to do, but I can't be watching that much Third Rock from the sun. You got to change it up a bit.
Okay, I have some other ideas, and you guys just go yes or no. Pinata?
Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
that's fun, but
That's
it's
not
dangerous.
bad.
I don't know if I can get the insurance for that.
It is dangerous. Someone
Yeah.
takes a stick
There's
in the
always
face.
somebody who gets it in the balls. Yeah.
Plus, where are we doing it? Are you getting
Yard.
3 pinatas? Oh, one
in
in the
the
yard.
yard.
Now we're going
Yeah.
to get everybody out of the house
Hang
into
it from
the
the
yard to win
gazebo.
candy.
You got to
Yeah.
get tickets.
I
Yeah.
like loot bags.
Loot bags is a good
yeah.
idea. What about a buffet? Like, what's the food? We heard air fryer party, like mixed in. People bring their air fryers.
Yeah, 75 people. That's going to be maybe too many air fryers. I mean, pizza's a classic. You know what? We're going to go fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good idea. That's
A
good
bunch
idea.
of buckets. Free for all.
About 10 buckets.
A fried chicken?
Yeah.
Now you got my attention.
Okay.
Missing the
As
game
I'm
is starting
standing-
to sound intriguing.
As
Yeah.
I'm standing on the treadmill eating
That's
fried
right.
chicken.
Well,
Joe's in the corner eating a bucket of chicken.
you can have more servings.
The pinata's a good idea.
Pinata's
Because
good.
people can let out their aggression. Now, is it a sports-themed pinata since this is a non-viewing
Oh,
party?
a Carolina
Well,
Hurricane
there you
player.
go. Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
What about a dance floor for later in the night when,
As soon as the piñata comes down from the gazebo roof, then we can put the disco light up and have a dance party out in the yard.
DJ, gonna need
Yeah.
a DJ.
Yeah. we
Got to
can get
respect the bylaws, though. Everyone's got to quiet down by, 11?
11 o'clock.
one. Yeah, I think that's
I'm
when
not like Phil.
Okay.
I
the
respect
non-viewing
them.
party ends. How are your neighbors? Like, are they going to want to crash this party?
Ooh, hard
One
to say. I
side?
don't really know them.
Oh, you're going to know them. This is a non-viewing party. No one's ever had one before.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
Be a good person.
Rate or review this show wherever you subscribe and get PJ and V into more ears.
Would you rather?
Wednesday.
Would you rather Wednesday?
Brought to you by Expert Electric.
Here we go. Boston Pizza text line. If you'd like to play along with Would You Rather Wednesday, start with you, Vicky. 762-555, by the way, text line. Would you rather, Vicky, have every thought you have be out loud or never be alone no matter what you're doing? No more alone time.
I guess no more alone time. The person with me can still be quiet. I mean,
You sit over there in the corner and don't say anything.
yeah. I guess the bathroom's going to be a point of.
I mean, there's a lot of things that are going to be pretty awkward going
I
forward.
guess. Do I get to choose the person that I'm not alone with? Can it be Matt?
Well, no. I suppose.
I guess we're getting into the weeds here a little bit.
Vicky,
but-
you're good at the redirects
Yeah.
with Would You Rather.
I forgot the question. You gotta rephrase it for me.
Yeah, but that's what I don't want all my thoughts heard out loud. That's just gonna bury me. So yeah, I'll go with that one.
Okay, Jojo.
Reframe it for me, please.
Would you rather every thought that you have be out loud or never be alone no matter what you were doing? And I suppose the never being alone could be Matt or someone else. Or
Well,
Your
if
person is Matt.
It's
Matt's
not-
just going to be
yeah.
around you all the
Joe,
time.
it's, for
that's
you,
the
it's not
caveat.
Matt.
If it's Matt, I'm all in. If it's not Matt, I'm pretty good at giving my opinion already. So, and I don't like to be alone. I like to be engaged with people, I think. So I'm going to go with the first.
So
Unless it's Matt. If it's Matt, then I'm going with the other.
all
Be
your
alone.
thoughts out loud. All right.
Yeah.
Would you rather, Vicky, you're a bad guy, you're a bad girl, you're a bandit, and RoboCop is hunting you, or the Terminator is hunting you? So they're chasing you down.
Ooh, okay. I don't know a ton about either of their like special skills or whatever. I feel like the Terminator's gonna destroy me more than RoboCop. So I'll say RoboCop.
That you might be onto something
Right?
there. RoboCop would be more liable to just arrest you and follow the law, go by
Yeah.
the book.
Yeah,
Does
Terminator.
he go by the book, RoboCop?
I think so.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
programmed to, I guess.
I'd go with Terminator too because
No, Vicky went RoboCop. I think.
yeah,
yeah.
You're
I'll
going
go with Terminator.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because I think he'd be the scarier of the two. RoboCop, I think I could outrun. He's wearing all that garb and everything else. He didn't move too fast. But Terminator, I think could destroy.
So you're going to have the Terminator chasing you down.
No, I
You
want
would
RoboCop.
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 Same as me.
Little
Yeah.
slower.
Same as
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
Yes.
no, that's fine, Joe. A little slower.
Yeah.
It always comes down to speed with
Well,
Joe.
if you're going to make a move, I got to think about these things.
Would you rather, Vicky, erect a life-size statue? So this is going on your front lawn. A life-size statue. You make the decision, you and Matt. It's a fire-breathing dragon, gold-plated, or a gold-plated statue of a wild turkey on your lawn.
Gosh, I don't see a downside here. I'm going to go dragon. That's
a big
that's a
statement.
showpiece.
Yeah, big statement.
People are going to come around to see that thing.
What's up with that, Vicky,
Yeah.
on your lawn?
You know what? It has to be the dragon. If you go with the wild turkey, you might as well live in a small town and
Yeah.
it's like home of the wild. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they have the wild turkey. At least the dragon.
That's
a
something you want to
talking
see.
piece.
Yeah.
And turkeys aren't very good-looking animals.
Are you
No,
I
a
had 'em-
dragon's majestic.
Yeah, but live turkeys, never mind the statue, they come to,
Oh, yeah.
like they're in the area now. A buddy of mine just had one on his front door at Charleswood.
They're all going to be
the
worshiping.
front door.
They're going to
Yeah.
be worshiping
Yes.
your statue.
All gathering, yeah.
Would you rather, we'll wrap with this one, your father-in-law claims to be a vampire hunter, or your mother-in-law claims to be someone who performs exorcisms?
Ooh, okay. So these are just
In-laws.
claims.
Yeah.
Claims. So okay.
They're very passionate about this.
Yeah, you know what? You never know when you need an exorcist. Nice to have one in the family, I suppose. And they're going to do more good than harm. A vampire could turn on you.
Well,
Wait,
they're
a vampire
hunter.
Yeah, well, I guess that could come in handy too. I'm going to go exorcist though, because I
Yeah.
don't think it's going to come up as much.
Quite a skill too to
Yeah.
chat about around dinner.
Sure.
You're assuming that vampires are going to come up more than an
Well.
exorcism.
I guess it might be the opposite. I
You
don't
never know. This is a tough one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with
I'd love to see Joe, by the way, because Joe can make conversation with anybody.
Sure.
With a vampire hunter
Yeah.
or someone who performs exorcisms.
Yeah.
you know
now,
what?
tools are you using on your hunt?
I think the vampire hunter would be more of a braggart than an exorcism person. I think they would take that job very seriously, where a vampire hunter would have too many stories to tell you.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like, oh, I tracked this guy down,
Yeah.
like right before sunset. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
An exorcist is humble.
Yeah, they just kind of do their thing.
Right. You have to dig the details out of
and
They're
someone.
not in it for the glory. They're in it
Yes.
for the
Your
work.
mother-in-law is like making a bundt cake and telling you this wonderful story how she exorcised demons from a young girl, right?
Wait, there's cake too?
Yeah, well,
I'm
sure.
so in for the
vampire
exorcist
hunters probably told you he's sitting on a brisket for 20 hours and took down 2 vampires.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
We were talking earlier about the 2 geese, the couple that took my parking spot yesterday. They were hanging out in a parking spot.
This is not Ozzy and Sharon, by the way, who
Yeah.
left with their goslings. They've gone. This is another couple. One of them was nesting. I don't know if there's any eggs there, but they were gallivanting around the parking lot yesterday and this morning. But yesterday, they were right in your spot.
In my spot.
Threw me for a loop.
Yeah, I had to park somewhere else.
Not only, you were parked the opposite way than you usually park.
I'm back because I was pissed off, so I didn't even back in. And I like stood there hoping they would move. Like, that's my spot, you guys. You have been here a long time. You know I park there. I'd be just as frustrated if you took my spot. You know that's where I park.
Etiquette, I would never do that.
Right, but these geese,
They don't
no
care.
etiquette.
Yeah.
No etiquette.
This is the time of year especially where they're going to be more stubborn than usual, just to show their power.
Well, they'll
to
tell you
protect
they've
their
been here
young.
longer than we have on this earth.
Sure.
But in my spot, no.
No.
I've been on that spot. And it's funny because they were sitting when I rolled in. And as I sat there in my truck, I assumed the male, it was bigger, got up and moved towards the truck as if beat it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was sick of me being parked there waiting for them to move. He had enough, and he kind of walked me away. He walked me down.
I'll tell you, one of them is having a lot of fiber because there's a couple of
oh my God,
the
Our whole
sidewalk.
parking
I'm
lot.
telling you,
Yeah.
that sidewalk. If you've got a young sports team that needs to do some kind of training and running through like a pyramid, this is the one because how how somebody's not walking in with goose poop on their shoes in this building.
It's a minefield on that path
It
in.
is.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but right by Phil's truck where he was parked yesterday. I'm thinking it was personal.
It's personal.
Oh, speaking of which, I was driving home from work yesterday. The most massive bird poop landed on my windshield. Like, I don't
On
think
the
I've ever
shield?
seen it while I'm in motion splat.
Massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was almost like two birds did it together.
Sometimes it's so big, you're like, are bears flying now? Like when it just like, holy
Wow,
God.
look at the size of a goose. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
They're eating well. I want to throw this out there because it's on the Transcona community page. And I mean, you can probably see this all over the different parts of the city as well, but it's a bit startling. At Transcona Nationals Field, somebody snapped some photos at like 5:15 a.m. this morning of a good-sized coyote just hanging out by the bleachers.
So not a fox.
And a fox beside the coyote, which...
They're friends?
And, well, somebody commented you don't usually see coyotes and foxes hanging out together, but...
Not unless it's like a nursery book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Disney
or
presents Transcona buddies.
They're about 10 feet apart from each other. And
I don't know if I trust the coyote if I was that fox.
No kidding.
he looks pretty chill, the fox. Like that is a big coyote. I mean, I'm going to show you you guys these photos.
Can you post them?
I guess I could.
Because
Yeah.
they're the Transcona. Why should Transcona be the only ones to get this free viewing?
But the post is like, hey, be careful if you're out walking a dog
No
or your
kidding.
kids.
And where did you say they were?
They were at Transcona Nationals Field. 5:15 this morning, someone snapped these photos, which is like 2 minutes from my house. So, yeah. But, yeah, the coyotes are everywhere, so are foxes. Right, you must get them.
Yeah,
all
we
the
do.
time
We
out by
have 'em.
your joint, Joe.
I've seen a lot more foxes this year than I have. I haven't seen a coyote in a while, but I did see a bear once, a baby bear, and Phil didn't believe me when that happened.
Oh, didn't he try and climb your tree or something? Or
No,
Oh.
don't make up stuff now,
Okay.
Vicky. It's hard enough. It's hard enough to get my friends to believe. Now we're adding stuff. No.
The Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Women, think about this. 5 times a week more than men do.
5 times a week more than men do. Women, think about this for Burt Block Party tickets. Hello, City. You're on the air. Go ahead with your guess.
I'm going to say think about going out for, say, lunch or supper with their friends.
Great answer, but no. Nope.
Okay.
Thank you.
Damn, women always thinking about socializing with their
Oh,
friends.
yeah. I love to get out there.
Hello, City.
Oh, my God. I'm going to say shopping.
Not shopping, no.
Good guess?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. You have a good day. Big hair on the phone console over here. Look at that.
Oh.
That is not mine, eh, you
I
guys?
can't see
Certainly
it.
not mine.
It's
No.
huge.
Is it mine?
Vicky, what are you doing?
No.
Get rid
It's
of that.
either yours or, well, it's not Howard's.
Can't be mine. Hello, City. Go ahead with your guess.
Morning. Could I do Vicky, please?
Well, I can rephrase that a little more, but I know what you meant. Yeah, meal planning, let's say.
Not meal planning. No,
Okay.
nothing to do with
Sorry
food.
about that.
Okay, women think about this 5 times a week more than men do.
Burt Block Party tickets on the line this morning. Hello. Go ahead with your guess.
Good morning, guys. Would it be their appearance?
Their appearance.
Appearance, no. No.
That's a good guess.
Shopping's been the closest answer we've had because there could be some shopping involved to this, but
Is it about themselves, or are they thinking about someone else or somebody else?
they're thinking about something in the future.
Thinking about something in the future.
That could involve their whole family. Like
Okay.
they're thinking about their family here.
Hello, City.
Is it like a planning for a party or an event?
No. No.
Yeah, that's
This
where I
is
thought it was going.
this is a big ticket item. I'm giving some big clues here early.
Big ticket item.
Yeah,
for
women
their
think
family
about
and
this.
friends.
Yeah. In the
780
future.
City. 780-2484. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll take a lifeline, please.
Philly, Vicky, or the text line.
Let's go with Philly, please.
The next renovation. What in the home needs to be painted, upgraded?
No, Phil, but that's the warmest answer we've had.
Oh, interesting.
2 lifelines gone, 3 remain.
So Renos is the closest that we've had.
Warmest.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, City.
Hey, good morning. You know what? I'll take a lifeline as well.
Philly, Vicky, or the text line?
Let's go with Philly.
Planning some form of vacation.
No.
And I know that's not really warm to Renos, but it involves the household.
Yeah.
No. Household. Stay in that direction.
Households, renovations was warm, friends and family.
Hi, City. You're on the air.
Good morning. Good morning.
Not friends. Family.
Oh, family, sorry.
Friends will find you.
Okay.
You got a guess for us?
Yeah, I'm going to go with household chores.
Not chores. No. This is bigger. Big ticket item.
Renos was the warmest guess we've had. This is
Yep,
a big
and
ticket
they can
item.
be expensive. But this is even a bigger ticket item than renoing a house. Women think about this 5 times a week more than men.
You think you got
Okay,
it?
I think I have it, yeah.
Okay.
Hi, City.
Can I take Vicky, please?
Oh, God. Phil's the one who says he knows it.
Okay, Phil. We'll take Phil.
Well,
I got nothing.
women think about this 5 times a week more than men do. Phil, what is it?
Do we need a new house? Is this house bunk?
Yes.
Oh.
Building a new house, buying or selling their house this time of year. Obviously, I don't know what inventory's like. I'm not a real estate agent, but you keep reading about houses going up, even some for $100,000 more than the starting price.
Sure.
It comes up all
Yeah.
the time. Like, you know, just basic conversation. Have you seen the new houses
Yes.
on the other,
Yeah.
down the street? They're beautiful.
Women think about it 5 times a week more than men, apparently.
Okay. What's your name?
Haley.
You're the winner this morning. Congratulations. Hang on.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
This is a big reminder. Monday morning, we start qualifying for possibly getting yourself a seat on the bus to Regina to go see Foo Fighters.
Yeah, we're going to start giving away the trips on Friday. Let's fill it up.
So a week Friday.
Yep. City, right. A week Friday.
So we qualify starting Monday morning. We start qualifying.
And every Friday, we pick somebody to join us on that bus trip to Regina.
On the bus to hell. Well, not to hell, but, you know, like.
To Regina.
I don't well, some would say Regina's hell. And I've never seen Foo Fighters. Like this, just so PJV, we're on a bus. There's some other, BDK is going to be on the bus.
Yeah.
Iron Mike's going to be on the bus.
Iron Mike's on the bus. He's holding infomercials like he's going to do a little tutorial on radio for everybody.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it
A
was some
Q&A.
kind of a pyramid scheme.
A Q&A. If you didn't think a bus ride to Regina couldn't be long enough, Iron Mike's Q&A.
One of those timeshare presentations.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
No.
Yeah.
That is not what this is about. There will be no presentations with Iron Mike. That would be so good, though.
September 15th, though, that show. So, oh, man, that's going to be great.
Yeah. And, of course, this all started with the idea that everybody in Manitoba is pissed off that Foo Fighters skipped Winnipeg.
Yeah.
So we do the next best thing. Let's get on a bus and, let's we were thinking about doing it anyway, just a bunch of friends or whatever. Let's bring a whole bunch of city listeners.
Yeah.
It's not going to come to us. We're going to go to it.
You're going to hear a sounder of
Yes.
some sort. I don't even know what the Grohl call is going to sound like. Do you guys?
No.
You can't miss it.
Wait
You
till
won't-
Monday.
You won't be able to miss
Right.
it.
We'll identify it anyway. And then you're going to text in your name and the word,
Whatever the code word is.
whatever that code word, right?
It'll prompt you.
It'll
Yep.
be all a part of the Grohl call when you hear it on the air.
and you
won't be-
automatically enter. And then Friday, the randomizer shoots out a name, and we go, Foo! And we call you, and you win a trip. It's
We're
that
gonna
simple.
yell "foo" at you. You're the-
A trip for Foo. I love it.
You got a spot on
You
the
can't
bus.
fight the Foo.
Tickets to the show. That's gonna be crazy because
Yeah.
we're doing our show live from the hotel.
That's right, yeah.
That's still a question
Is that
mark
up
as
in
far
there?
as I
Still
should be con-
negotiating?
I have
Good.
no idea how was a good idea.
It's gonna be rough. Whose idea was
I
that?
don't even think doing a show the day of the concert would be great, but the next day?
The day of would be a better idea than the next day. I think we thought the day after because you could talk about the show.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, good.
we're-
That'll be a good memory.
Well, we'll have listeners with us. Maybe they can do the show for us.
Yeah.
I think
Step
I'll
in.
just stay up. I mean, because trying to wake up at 5 o'clock and go, that's going to be hell.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Should we just stay up?
I mean, it's a brand new Foo Fighters T-shirt. You're going to be wearing it for a couple of days. What's the difference? You're not going to wash it till you get home anyway.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast. Here's what we learned today with Philly Joe and Vicky.
This might be the best thing we learned today. Hot weather is on the way.
Oh, finally.
Definitely looks like early next week, if not
this weekend.
This weekend, we're going to see better weather into the 20s and then possibly in the 30s by mid next week.
Tuesday, pop the cork in the champagne.
And then pour it all over yourself to cool
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
A homemade, what is it, Momesso or whatever they...
Mimosa?
Mimosa.
Momesso. He's a former Hab player from back in the day.
I'm talking to Vicky Shea Lafleur. Sergio
Momesso. I think he's on the Hab broadcast.
Maybe
in
that's
Montreal.
what you need to serve at the non-viewing Habs party.
There you go.
Momessos.
Yeah. Signature cocktail. I like it.
At any rate, that is awesome news that we're finally going to get some heat. Hockey playoffs back at it tonight. The Western Conference Final. Vegas in Colorado. The Avalanche and Hurricanes, heavy favorites in these series. Pretty much everybody's got them meeting in the Stanley Cup Final, and for good reason. They've both been dominant. The Vicky Shea Lafleur non-viewing party is gaining steam, as Joe just mentioned. A lot of possibilities.
Yeah. Pinatas, disco ball, air fryers.
And now we have a signature cocktail in Momessos.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
You know what? Your ideas, if you have an idea for the party, the Bone Phone's always a good place. 780 Bone, leave your thoughts on what she should have at her party, which is tomorrow night, night one of the non-viewing party. Nashville will host the Super Bowl in 2030. Vicky had that in Scrollin much earlier this morning.
Man, they plan ahead.
Yeah, they do. Well, it's a lot goes. Captain Obvious, but a lot goes into hosting a Super Bowl.
For sure.
Bidding.
Yeah.
Cities bid for the rights, so that's why they'll tell you that far in advance.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Crazy.
Yep. Our parking lot. We've got geese that hang out in the parking lot. We've got geese all over our property, but there was two of them in particular, a couple, that took my parking spot yesterday, and I was not happy about it, and they were not moving. I am happy to say they're gone today, though. I mean, they're still around.
Yeah.
But they're
they proved their point.
They
I
did.
think they won out in that battle.
Right. They let me know, basically. They'll take it whenever they want.
Sure.
Well, they're letting us know all right, because I'm telling you, there's some droppings all over the area.
Yeah. They
you got to bring extra shoes to work right now.
Flip-flops would be dangerous with all that.
yeah.
You know, that would be a nasty scene. And
You know
finally,
how you get back to them? I don't care what the temperature is. Wear your Canada Goose-filled jacket. And just keep pointing at it when you get out of your vehicle, Phil.
Anytime I want, buddy. Women think about buying a new house 5 times a week more than men do.
Huh. That one surprised me because I don't really think about that. But I guess I'm in the minority there.
That was a completely useless question. So you don't think about do you view it, Vicky, as house for life? Like, you ever think about a new house?
Sometimes I'm like, I wish I lived closer to my friends or something like that. I think about it in that way, but we're pretty happy where we are. I guess I do think about it from time to time.
But not 5 times, not as much as this
Definitely
survey
not.
said.
No.
Okay. All right, that is what we learned today.
The Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
For more Philly Joe and Vicky, lock it into 92.1 City, weekday morning 6 to 10.